And hello people, welcome back. It's been a little while since I've uploaded a video because I've been very busy. Lots been happening, house move, new garage, etc. So real big, yeah, big things have been happening. So I've had a lot going on, and apologies for not uploading sooner. So I thought I'd do a quick video today, seeing as I'm out on Sunday, which I shouldn't really be doing, but I've got to catch up on some jobs, seeing as I've not been able to work for the past week due to the move. So I just thought I'd make a quick video today. We're on a Vauxhall Corsa 2004 1.2 automatic. I will just switch the camera. So as you can see, we're in a Vauxhall automatic auto, and there's a fault with this one, the gearbox fault. I've been to it already. I came out and the battery was dead on it, so we changed the battery and it was fine. And then a few days later I got a call from the customer saying they've broken down, so they had to get the RAC out. Well, I actually went out to them late at night and I couldn't recover them because they didn't have a tow hook or anything like that. So they had to get the RAC out and they got the car recovered home. So I've had to come back out now to try and find out what's going on with the car. When I went out last time and I scanned it, the gearbox was not coming up, and it's still not coming up now. And you've got the F fault flashing on the dash. So the gearbox is clearly offline now. The quick thing to do here is just to check power and ground going to the gearbox. So that's what we're going to do. I'm a bit concerned about the battery needing to be replaced because I changed the battery, and by the way, the battery needs to be replaced. I'll show you. I've just done a test on it. Even though I've only just replaced it last week, I thought, let me just try it and test it, and it actually came back as replace, which I'll show you in a sec, which is a bit strange. I've rang my supplier to try and get a replacement battery under warranty, but they're obviously closed today. They are actually open on Sundays, but they close early, so I've missed them today. What we're going to do now is we're going to leave the ignition on. We're going to disconnect the connectors at the gearbox, and we're going to test power and grounds. I'll just quickly show you that the battery needs actually does need replacing. So, brand new battery. State of health 48%, state of charge 98%, replaced. So yeah, a bit strange. I'm a bit confused as to why that is happening on a brand new battery, but it might just be a dodgy one. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to take these connectors off, which I might have to do two with two hands. Now I've got one off, and there's the other one. So we're going to test power and grounds on here, or just see if we've got any power first, and then if we might pull out a wiring diagram and check the ground as well. So let me just get the test light and a probe, and I'll be back in a sec. So I've just tested for power on these two connectors, and there is no power on any of the pins. So I think we found the issue. The RAC man seemed to be telling my customer that it was a dodgy solenoid or something like that, but no, there's no power. So let's find out where the power's coming from and trace it back. And like an idiot, I've just tested the power supply to the solenoids, not the power supply to the gearbox module, which is actually this connector. So we'll do that next and make sure that there's actually power going to the gearbox. Right, let's see. Right, leave me to this, and once I found power, I'll carry on filming. So I've got both these connectors off. There's no power on this one, but on the lower connector we have power on that pin, power on that pin, and then we've got a ground here. So to test that, we're going to switch it to positive on the end of the probe, and if it can hold a load, we will. Yeah, so the ground's good on that. It's strong enough to hold a load. So
That's the other positive. See if there's any other earths there. Got the multimeter set up on the negatives to continuity. That's one earth. Doesn't seem to be any others, it's just that one. So let's check the wiring diagrams to the gearbox and make sure that there's not meant to be power on this connector as well. See if there's any grounds. Maybe this is what powers the this is going to be the feed for the solenoid. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, there's no power here currently, but I'm guessing this is sending power to the solenoids. Yes, it is in fact sending power to the solenoids. So yeah, that's why there's no power on this one, because this is the output. So yeah, I'll stop waffling and we'll end the diagnosis here and say that it's an intermittent failed transmission control module. We happen to know that it's the RAC have been out to this vehicle before, and for the same issue, the car would start intermittently. They said it's solenoid related, but it's not. It's related to the actual control module on the gearbox, and I do believe these are quite a common fault. I've never done one before, but I'll bet you £1 million that these are readily available as reconditioned units. So yeah, it's got power, it's got ground, and no communications. So failed module, intermittent failed module. We'll let the customer know and see what they want to do, but as the vehicle's not worth that much anyway, they might consider other options instead of repair, but we shall see. We'll give them the bad news and we'll leave it there. I'm not sure if it's worth just replacing the battery anyway to see if that gearbox comes back online, but if it's been happening consistently as we've been told it has been, I don't think it's going to be the battery, it's going to be the unit itself. So yeah, we'll leave this video here for now. It's not that detailed or in-depth, but it's just a basic one, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of these vehicles with similar faults. So yeah, if you've got a Corsa C automatic and 2004, or you know that age range, and it's got a intermittent gearbox fault, then you're going to know what the issue is after watching this video. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Please like and subscribe if this has been helpful, and I'll pick it up as soon as we're on another job. See you soon. And there's your proof that it's intermittent. I've just cycled the ignition a few times, turned it on and off, and it started straight up. So I bet you if we connect it to the gearbox now, well, it would come up in the search. So yeah, it's definitely an intermittent fault, not battery related. Disconnecting it and reconnecting it has just allowed it to start again. So so yeah, it's going to be one of these, it's going to be a dodgy module essentially. So, and quite often with failed electronic modules, taking power away and putting power back to them resets them briefly and allows them to work for a brief period of time before failing again. Let's just try. Yeah, won't start. Fault. There you go. So that's a shame. So close. So it's exactly what I just described. So now it's got continuous power, it's run once, it's failed. So clearly a failed component in the circuitry somewhere. Yeah, that's it. Control module. So we will leave it there. Just thought I'd give that little update. Thanks for watching. See you soon.